I know what you're thinking, but yes, it is my car, and you are allowed to feel envious. But it's an old motor, and it needs some therapy, some garage therapy, and I've got some interesting shampoos to try on it. No, look, I'm having a bit of fun. Let me, no. Alright, so as you probably guessed from that intro, this is not my car, this belongs to my mate. And I had a drive of it earlier, it scared the bejesus out of me. Whoa! However, it's an old car, it's done many miles recently, it hasn't had a wash in 1,000 miles, he says. So he wants some help to clean it up and, you know, get it back to looking like something decent. We'll have a quick look around the car in a minute just to see the condition the car's in. But anyway, I wanted to use this as a platform to be able to try out these new shampoos from Garage Therapy. They've got 3 different shampoos. It's not the first time I've featured 3 shampoos from one company. But anyway, this is interesting because they all have a specifically targeted reason for being. So we'll start with this. This is Zero Decon shampoo, and this is all about removing old waxes and sealants and heavier contamination on your car, heavier dirt. The reason for that is that many car shampoos out there at the moment are pH neutral. And that's so that they don't impact your waxes and sealants, so that they stay there, they continue to protect your car, and it helps to just clean what's on top. This is designed to get rid of those waxes and sealants for when you want a deep clean and you're ready to apply fresh protection to the car. So that's why this exists. Decent dilution ratios as well, 50 milliliters in a 4 or 5 gallon bucket, so that's pretty good going. 65 milliliter if you want a stronger wash, so it's not a huge uptick in the use, but they say that it will be better for heavily soiled vehicles. This can also be applied as a snow foam if you want, so if you're looking for that little bit of extra bite out of a snow foam, then this is a double use product. So interesting, we'll try that. Then you've got one maintenance shampoo there. And like it says by the name, it's a maintenance shampoo. So once you have your waxes and sealants applied to the car, you don't want them to be removed by a harsher shampoo. You want them to stay there. So that's why this is something that you're going to use every time you wash your car. It won't negatively impact them. Also, very good dilution here, 30 milliliters in a 4 or 5 gallon bucket for a heavily soiled car, 20 milliliters for a regular dirty car. That's good going. 20 milliliters is decent. So we're going to try that. And then finally, we've got one wheel shampoo. Now you don't see many wheel shampoos because generally wheel cleaners come in a spray bottle and you spray them on the wheels and agitate them. But this one can be used in a bucket, and if you are going to do that, again, 20 milliliters for regularly soiled alloys and 30 milliliters in a 4 or 5 gallon bucket for heavily soiled wheels, so you'll get extra cleaning power from that. What you can do with this is you can also use it in a foaming spray bottle, so that you could apply it in that manner if you would prefer. So you've got a couple of choices, whatever you decide. So I like the fact that you've got the flexibility. It's not just a wheel shampoo, it could also just be a spray-on wheel cleaner, and you could put it into a bucket as well and you know, use both methods if that's your thing. So you've got a bit of choice there. So we're going to go ahead and get the buckets out, get the hoses out, and we'll give these a try. Alright, so let's have a look at the state of the car. Well, being as I live in the countryside, coming up here, it has had its fair share of bug death, which really sucks. Look at that. So plenty dead insects on the front, and some of that on the bonnet there needs to come off. Let's have a quick look around here. Also on the mirror, that kind of sucks. The wheels, lovely wheels that they are pockets of brake dust in there, so we need to get rid of whatever's held in those. Although the good news is a nice big flat face to work on there, but we've got all these fiddly holes. That's not going to be ideal. And then it's not really bad. We've got some water spotting and things like that on the paint. So it's not in overall bad condition, but we want to try and get some help to really clean this thing up. There's some more grime down there as another massive tractor passes by. Thanks mate, great timing. So it's not really bad, but we do want to clean it up, make it a little more shiny if we can. Alright, so in this snow foam lance I have 50 milliliters of the Decon shampoo diluted with 500 milliliters of water, and my glamorous assistant is now going to snow foam the car. So the entire car's been done. The Sierra isn't exactly a small car. We've gone over it a few times and there's still some snow foam in there. So you don't need loads. You could maybe get away with using a little bit less in your lance if you've got a smaller car, because I think maybe half of that amount, 250 mil, might have done the whole car. But we've gone round it probably twice and there's still a bit left in there. So not bad value there. So in this bucket we've added 20 milliliters to exactly 4 or 5 gallons of water, because that's what it says, 4 or 5. Well, that's exactly 4 or 5 gallons of water, I don't know. So we've got 20 milliliters in there because of the one maintenance shampoo in this bucket, because the car is not particularly dirty, so we need to agitate that and get that mixed up. Please get that in there and get it mixed, please. Squeeze. Squeeze the trigger. Stop. Now take it out a little bit and get some suds. See what kind of suds we get. Right. Squeeze. Not that high up. Lower down. There we go. Good, good, good. Okay. All right. Okay. Now let's have a look at the suds here. Let's see what it's like. That's. Ooh. I can feel the lubrication in that, so it's definitely a well lubricated shampoo. Good amount of foam. Let's try this on the car. Alright, so we're moving on to the wheel part now. So for the one wheel shampoo, I've mixed up into this foamer about 20 ml into 500 ml of water, which is it's maybe a stronger solution than you might need. It depends on how dirty your wheels are. So we're going to apply that to the wheel, and then in this bucket I also have a dilution of 30 milliliters to 5 gallons of water, and that's for the tools that I've got, the random tools for getting into the wheel. So we've got a bit of both. You could do one, you could do both of them. It's entirely up to yourself, you choose, but we're just going to crack on with this. Can you zoom in please, assistant? Just a little bit so people can see what's going on. God, it's like shaving foam, isn't it? That is so thick. I maybe used too much. Right. So, with the job all done, it's time for the verdict. What did we, my glamorous assistant and I, think of it? Don't walk away, come back. I want to get you involved here. Come on, you can give answers, you don't have to be on camera. You know, even though he's been on TV before, because he's Hollywood. So, what do we think of these? So, starting with the Zero Decon shampoo. This did help as a snow foam. I didn't use it as a normal shampoo, though I have used it. As you can see, there's a bunch missing. I've used it in the past, and I just didn't film it before. I was testing it, and I do find this to be a very effective shampoo. Really good at getting into the dirt and just helping to free up dirt. Very, very powerful. I like it a lot. It's nice to have a proper, strong shampoo instead of all of the pH neutral things going around. So really good, works well as a snow foam as well, which we used it today. So that was the pre-wash method, and that helped to soften up and loosen up and attack some of the dirt that was sat on the car. So that worked very, very well. Because it's something that's designed to really attack and try and bring the car back to almost a bare finish, it's not going to be one you're going to use every single time. This is the shampoo that you're going to use when it's time to get rid of old sealants and waxes, and so it's not going to be something that's an every wash product. Instead, you would use the one maintenance shampoo, and this did really well. Very, very slick feeling, so very slick to the touch, slick underneath the mitt, so it was really nice. Also, how good does that smell? I mean, it smells wicked. Really, really nice smelling stuff. Good dilution ratios, and we got a good clean out of it. So I really cannot fault this one at all. Good shampoo. Then the wheel shampoo, using that with the foam sprayer that I have, Came out super thick. I think maybe I used too much of it, but also handy to have it in the bucket to use with the other brushes and the wheel face brush, and even to scrub down the tires. So all of these were very effective in what they did. Actually, this did a really good job on the wheels. We were very impressed with that, considering it's a shampoo. It's not a spray-on wheel cleaner per se. That worked really well. This also smells, I don't know what the smells are, but this one smells like those sweets, like the Swizzles sweets, and the other one smells like some sort of hair shampoo. All very pleasant, apart from the Zero. This one doesn't really smell of much. It doesn't have a lovely sweet smell, but I wouldn't expect it to. This is your decontamination shampoo. But they're all really good shampoos, and I'm very happy to have all of them. Just for clarification, I purchased the Zero shampoo myself, and I was sent the other two, and I'm really glad that they did, because I like all of these shampoos. These are going to be something definitely I'm going to be keeping in my arsenal for when I want to clean cars again. Excellent products, very easy to use, a pleasure to use with a couple of them, very effective, and as you saw on the overlay footage, the car is now really clean. The owner is super happy with how nice and clean this car is. So great job from Garage Therapy, guys. I know loads of other people have been making videos about this, and I'm a bit late to the show, but I just really like them. I'm very happy with them. So if you want to check them out, the link to the Garage Therapy website will be down in the description. In the meantime, if you enjoyed this video, if you found it useful, please go ahead and give it a like. Also consider subscribing to the channel, and if you do, make sure you hit the notification bell so you won't miss my next video upload. In the meantime, I have been Specky, and I'll see you in the next video.